Hi, welcome to the Visibility Show. I'm your host, Melissa Groom, and I'm here today with my very special guest, Denna Szwajkowski. She is the founder of the Travel Show Australia and the Travel Mini Mag. How exciting, Denna.
It's a big week for us, isn't it?
Who knew you'd be launching your TV show in 2021?
Well, you kind of did because you've been telling me for years to get off my butt and do it.
True, true. So tell us a little bit about the Travel Show. Why are you doing this? What's the reason behind it?
Well, I think I've got out of my own way this year, or at least in the last 12 months. And COVID is the reason that I'm doing this. I want to help the travel industry. I want to help them recover. I have the means to do it. I've got the brains to do it. You've illustrated how to do it, and I've learned how to do it. So let's put it all into practice. That's what I want to do. I really want to help the travel industry recover. Post COVID, I need to help businesses be showcased. I need to help the travel industry be showcased. And I want to show off Australia because at the end of the day, if all goes to plan and this can become the travel show global, we can show off Australia as well as be inspired to travel and grow and travel overseas again when we can.
Yeah.
That's the reason why.
I know at the moment we can't travel, a lot of us, but keep your dreams alive. Hopefully everything will come back to opening up the borders for our states and also internationally. I'd love for you to put in the chat, put in down below, what have you got on your bucket list? What are the top 5 things on your bucket list? Where would you like to go? I don't know. What's on your bucket list, Denna?
What's in my bucket list? Well, I've got plenty of places overseas, and I used to focus on overseas travel, being former international travel consultant. But I'm actually really amazed at as I've done my research for the show, the amazing places that you can travel in Australia. Like I was speaking to a company over in Western Australia the other day. They do this amazing stargazing tour in the Kalbarri region, and that's pretty phenomenal. I'm always big on wine places, so Australia's got some amazing wine regions. So I'd like to do more, to see more and do of those and highlight more of those. And I personally, I've been to the Red Centre, I've been to Uluru. I'm blessed to be connected to a lot of special people, so I know that Uluru is very significant to many at the moment, and there's been some huge events happening recently in that sphere. But I personally would like to get up to see Catherine Gorge and the sort of things outside of Darwin because I haven't been up there.
Yeah.
I was in Tasmania recently, just before Christmas, and that was a really great family holiday to be able to experience Tasmania and Launceston and the wine industries there and Cradle Mountain, and in 2 weeks we crammed a lot in. But no, I've been fortunate to travel a lot around Australia. So lived in different cities.
Yeah.
I'd like to get off the beaten track. I'd like to get out to things and maybe even in a caravan.
Do a little tour. Do a Travel Show Australia tour.
Maybe down in the future, but definitely, I think Australia's got to offer. And since I think as Australians, we travel a lot around the world. We're used to getting on a plane and traveling for hours just to get to the Europe or get to the States. I don't want to travel to the States because families, my kids are dual citizens. But I really think Australia needs to be shown to the world more.
Absolutely. And you're looking to collaborate with, videographers and photographers to showcase their amazing content.
I have learned that I cannot do everything alone in business. Part of the reason why I think the concept is happening is my mantras: make a difference, collaborate and grow, and travel, inspire, grow. It just means that that's what we need to do to everyone has their area of expertise, and mine is connecting people. That's why I'm known as the Travel Connector. And let's run with that. Let's play to our zones of genius and make things happen.
Yeah, so if you are a photographer or a videographer or you know someone, tag them below or share this video with them as well so they can connect with Denna and she can share your amazing content on her platform. And if you're running tours or you've got sightseeing things, experiences, this is what we can do to fill up our love tank again and reduce our stress levels, is take time out of business and go and do a tour a day tour if we can't get away for a
Because
holiday.
we want to support small business. I mean, there's great big brands that are obviously accommodation and they're out there. Even Airbnbs. Like there's, so I was looking at Airbnb and I saw in Sydney on rooftops, people are setting up glamping experiences, and that's just it. It's an experience. So, I've seen people renting out caravans, and you were telling me stats about how up in this region that, a lot of locals are, it's hard to get accommodation and renting, in the renting sense, because people want to travel this way.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just think that we can turn a positive from all that's been happening
into a positive. Yes.
Sorry. Yeah. And let's all work together to showcase these businesses, especially the small businesses, because we want to get the infrastructure and we want to get the any ecosystem, or we want to get any financial support going to the small businesses that keep the country running.
Yeah, yeah. And you recently did a wine tour for Tambourine Mountain with Pineapple Tours, supporting them, and
Pineapple Pete,
give them a shout out.
Pineapple Pete and his BDM Ken Holmes had a great concept. They have a great concept. Their booking team has been amazing. They do a wine Wednesday. So if you're ever looking for a hen's night, or
just get the team out of
hen's night or a team out. But we've got a couple of tours again coming up where we're showcasing them, and we've got some events
coming up.
We've got one in April. I'll release the date soon. We've got one in April. We've got one in June.
Are these all to Mount Tambourine?
Yes, the Mount Tambourine region. But we did a great one that you're a part of early January, and we're going to do a new itinerary. A little bit of a different itinerary that includes visiting packers and some different wineries. Yeah, but generally it's about 3 to 4 wineries you visit with a lunch, and again, it's just the experience. It is, and the knowledge of the people. And I just loved. I might have been hosting it, but I didn't have to do a lot of the touring. I just got you fine ladies together, and we had men as well join us, and it was just fun. It was just a fun kind of, ended up kind of being a family day. Like my family came as well.
Yeah. And I thought it was really nice to do something different, because I was hanging out with my friends, yes, but it was a networking day as well. So we've got to think outside the box.
A lot of great business ideas came up, didn't it?
Yeah.
Those that were on board. But Kelly Kingston was there. Your daughter Grace.
I went up to me.
It was a great little group. Graham was there, who's a financial strategist. You get to pick people's brains, you get to enjoy wine, you get to be, I know back in the day people do a lot of business on the golf course, and we can do it,
on your tours and while we're having experiences. And so on the travel show, which you'll be launching next week, you'll be able to view it on your Facebook page. You'll be sharing what travel deals, travel stories. So you're looking for people to share their stories of where they've travelled to.
Concepts that I want to share. One's travel talks, travel tips, and travel tales to help you travel, inspire, grow. And the other element of the travel show is the mini map, which luckily for us is inside the Mums and Business magazine with yourself. And obviously events and a directory is in the process of being built. So there's lots going on. It's all happening with
you've got so much support there. So you've got anyone in the travel industry or that has sightseeing facilities or things like that.
You can be in the app. You can be in the magazine, the mini map, which I don't think is going to stay mini for very long. Just by the way,
been promoted on all the social media platforms.
I've seen the mini mag and it looks amazing. It needs to be a format. Hello to Wayne and Nicole.
They are amazing.
Yeah.
Done the whole magazine, the app.
And then travel talks, travel tips, and travel tales. I've got a couple of concepts in there, but I'm bringing in my experts. I'm not just doing it all myself. I've got some amazing travel experts that I've worked with in the industry.
Just give people tips.
And also access to the deals.
And access to
I'm no longer a travel agent.
The proximity is power.
It is. I like that.
Well, it's not mine. It's actually Sam Cawthorne from the Speakers Institute. He uses it all the time.
That's not a travel agent. And back when this was a concept years ago with you, when I was having a touring with you, the travel show was going to be my marketing mix for a home-based travel agency. But this whole concept is just grown as a much larger thing because I feel called to do it because I can help the industry, not because I want to do it
Yes.
myself, my own business.
Yeah.
To make it everyone else, which I've always been good at.
Yeah.
I feel more comfortable marketing everybody else than I do myself, which is the thing I've learned in business is to get out of your way and you can do more for yourself when you own it.
Yeah.
When you're
It's actually a thing to talk about yourself and promote yourself. But I know, like you're like me, we're all about elevating and supporting and promoting other people. That's what we're here to do, aren't we?
Yes, and I want to be consistent with what I'm doing. And
well, you will be with your weekly TV show.
No, it's all a growth process.
Forcing you to be consistent.
That's it. We all get to grow. But I'm really inspired with the conversations I have with other people about travel. I get excited when you talk about with other people's stories. And I've learned now that I inspire people with my travel stories.
That's right.
So that's it. I didn't realise as much. It's going to be good.
So tell me, Denna, like you were born in Indonesia.
Yeah.
So there's something deep inside you which really connects you to travel, doesn't it? I mean, you're you're going to touch on it.
Okay, so I'm adopted. It's another reason that you and I guess, connect because we both have our own adoption story. I was,
I like to say we were handpicked.
We were handpicked, yeah. Adopted. I'm proud to be adopted. I was very fortunate, but I was in an orphanage in Indonesia in Yogyakarta. I think part of the reason why I'm a great connector is because I've always wanted to feel connected.
Yeah, me too. It's my number one value.
And my mother always said that even from the age of 7, that she always knew that I grew up in a country town, or my region actually, that she'd be taking me to the airport a lot. They're always talking and planning on leaving, and things I would go and see and do. And I, since having children, realised that that's more about, I think, me wanting to journey or be on my journey or travel to feel connected or find home. So, funnily enough, it's brought me, no matter where I've gone around the world, it's brought me back to where I am. Yeah. So home is where the heart is.
Yeah.
That's my new philosophy on everything. I'm doing what I am.
How old were you when you came to Australia?
I was 3 months.
Oh, wow.
And just like in the movie Lion, had a scenario who's adopted, who came into our lives later on. And
have you been back to your birthday?
I've been back to Indonesia, just to Bali, which isn't really true Indonesia when you're thinking about Yogyakarta and the differences there. It's a bit more, touristy, but there are beautiful elements of it. So I know that's somewhere I will go. I was supposed to go back to Yogyakarta and do a Habitat for Humanity build a couple of years ago, but for various reasons that got delayed, which I thought was going to be my big moment of doing that, which also put the travel show and other things on hold. So
you're also raising a family, young children.
Yeah, I was raising a family of 3 kids. Yeah,
you still are.
Which I still am. Yeah. So
tell us, like, you've travelled a lot around the world. I'm quite impressed when I read your bio.
Well, I'm resourceful.
Yeah.
I actually
tell us where you've been.
Oh, I don't know. I think I was writing somewhere. I was working with my marketing
22 countries.
22 countries and 44 cities. I think we went out.
Yeah.
I've actually got to check that out. But that's
and even Australia, you've also lived in various regions.
Yeah, Adelaide, Melbourne, Queensland. I think I've been to every now. Yeah, I've been to every state. I just would like to spend more time and visit Northern Territory because I haven't really been up there, and probably more up north.
Where's the favourite place?
Oh, I can't say that.
Oh, okay. One of the favourite.
No, because every destination you go to,
it always has
an experience.
It does, and it holds a special place in your heart. So tell us just something that a really fun memory of when you were travelling. Tell us a little about where it was and what you experienced.
In Australia?
No, when you were anywhere over the
it depends. Right now, I've got my head all around diving because I've been speaking to someone online about diving. So I would love to go scuba diving again.
Talk to me later because my niece is running Kira Dive.
Okay.
Give her a shout out.
Like I've got my advanced open water, and I saw some pictures and different things. So I feel like there's something going to happen there.
You know, Grace is fully qualified scuba diver. I do
Really? Yeah, so Grace on the go.
Yes.
I'm a travel ambassador.
Yes. Yep.
Okay. See, this is the whole thing. This is what happens when I kept talking to someone.
Yep.
Something comes to me, and normally what happens for me, if I chat to someone, I start having, like, I can't explain it, but it's like the dynamo effect. I start having all these pictures of people that I need to introduce them to.
Yeah.
That's what happens in my head when someone.
So you like scuba diving?
Yeah, I love it, but I haven't done it in a while just because I've had kids. But
well, we can arrange that. Maybe for the next segment of the travel show.
Well, for my honeymoon, we went to Vanuatu, and she wanted to do the wreck dive there. It was always a goal of mine to do the President Coolidge. It was an amazing wreck dive. I haven't dived a lot in Australia. I've mainly just scuba dived around the world. So every country I go to, dive.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's just. I'm just thinking of things that have happened. I had a near-death experience scuba diving.
Oh wow.
Which was a bit scary. But I lived in Hawaii as a nanny and that's where I got qualified to scuba dive. And I lived in China teaching English. So
you have done a lot of things, Denna. So I think people realise. I just think Denna's mum with 3 kids and travel agent. But when you really read your bio, you've actually done a lot in your short time.
Well, it's funny to say that because I used to think that was great, but then I also I've also been told by other people that I've done too much and I never commit. So I think you have to go through all these experiences though, right? So
it's all right. Yeah. And it's all the little pieces of the jigsaw puzzle that actually makes you who you are today, which is multi-skilled and multifaceted.
So I can say that I've tried a lot of different businesses to know what I'm not good at or what I
what you don't want to do.
Don't want to do. Yeah. But no, I feel like I'm in my element. I feel like I've niched it and I've got it, and it is about travel, and I can still help the travel industry, even though I'm not now an agent anymore, or I used to be a BDM in the travel industry.
Yeah. Well, that's right. You were a travel agent selling travel deals. At the moment, there's not a lot of travel happening outside of your own region. But you are being courageous and stepping out of your comfort zone, and you're doing something that a lot of people wouldn't do, launching a new business during COVID. So, hats off to you, Denna, that you're actually getting out of your own way and thinking, how can I show up and be of service?
Hats off to my community, hats off to my business friends, because they've shown me what my gifts are, and they've shown me what I'm good at, or they've, help me understand it, because that's what I wanted mainly, I guess, out of COVID was clarity. Well, even before COVID, I wanted clarity, and COVID gave me clarity. I pivoted to be working in the digital currency space, and that has opened up a lot of doors for me and a lot of exciting connections.
Yeah, and even thinking outside the square now, going, how can we showcase already amazing content from photographers and videographers all around the world to launch the show and get it up and running until we can, send off Grace or whoever, doing the tours. And
I want to create the lifestyle that I want, and hopefully one day, I think of right now someone who, hopefully doesn't mind me mentioning her, but Julia Baker, she's known as Snake Boss.
Yeah,
she used to be Snake Shearer.
Yeah.
I always remember her. I met her at Founding Mum. She was a guest speaker for me.
Yeah.
Founding Mum. It was way back before all that huge success that she's had.
Yes.
And I was to speak, and it was one of her first speaking gigs. She told me later on.
Yeah.
But she always said that she could never find the right roles that she wanted, so she created her own role. Okay?
Yes.
I do have a desire, and I never realised that, to be like a travel writer and to be resourceful, find ways to keep doing what I want to do, travel and inspire.
Yeah.
And so I just now, instead of, I've been reading courses and doing things about how to be a travel writer and how to pitch to places, and I'm just like, I have Julia in my head, and I'm like, your own platform.
Exactly.
So that's what I've done. Yeah. Well, that's what I'm doing.
Yes. So you'll be able to find out more about the Travel Mini Mag, which we'll be launching this week inside Mums in Business magazine.
And your Mums in Business, and I was so honoured when you asked me, because you were like, had a magazine 10 years ago, with your toddlers for teens mag and everything. And you're like, but what I do differently is this. And you're like, oh, you could do the content, you could do the travel show. And I was like, I don't have time. And you're like, yes, you do. Yes, you do, because you're already doing it. You showed me I was already doing the elements.
Yeah.
So that's what makes you a great business mentor, and why I guess you're the visibility mentor.
Yeah. Help you get out of your comfort zone, that's for sure. So we've got a competition. Who loves competitions? Yeah. So the first one, which will be coming out this week when the magazine comes out, is a collaboration between myself
and the Travel Show
magazine, Denna, the Travel Show, and also David from the Diamond Travel Club.
From Ebook Travel.
Ebook Travel, is it?
Yep. Ebook Travel.
And
Ebook Direct.
Ebook Direct. Right.
Ebook Direct.
But it is the travel.
He has the Diamond Travel.
Yes, and you can win a $1,000 travel voucher to use anywhere around the world. There are holidays that
when you can travel around Australia.
We never know who's watching. As I said, we've got people all around the world that are tuned in, and so there's amazing travel deals all over the place that you can use just by sharing the magazine.
Yes, so thanks, Dave. Thanks, Dave, for being our sponsor for that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And do you want to tell about the other one inside if they join your 30-day video challenge?
Yes. So this in March, the 1st of March, will be the next 30-day video challenge that I'm running. We are 6 this month. Can you believe it? And so Denna and I are giving away a GoPro. So all you need to do is participate in the challenge. Make sure you show up every day doing your videos. That's about it. Just be consistent and show up, and don't worry about trying to do everything perfect, because that's not how you begin. And so we want to encourage you to just step out of your comfort zone and give it a go. And then who knows, you could win the travel voucher for $1,000. Take your GoPro with you and then start
submitting content to the travel show.
Yeah. So why not? Who knows? Or just, so we've got amazing things coming up. Thank you, everyone, for all of your support that get behind Denna and I. We've got amazing business women and men who support us. I couldn't do it without my partner, Glenn. He's just incredible. And my kids who are understanding of everything that I do. But thank you so much for being my guest today on the Visibility Show.
Thank you for having me.
Super excited to be launching a new show, the Travel Show Australia, and also the Travel Mini Mag to support Denna and all of the people in the travel industry.
We mentioned that my show is not a show always with me. The show will be obviously highlighting my experts, travel experts, because I'm no longer the travel agent. So we've got some great travel deals to come out fortnightly.
Yep.
It's very exciting.
Yes, can't wait. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. We'll see you next time on the Visibility Show. Remember to shine bright, because the world needs you. Bye for now.
Bye.